Yo, welcome to the show. Episode 5, CB and Poff Show here on MaxPreps.com. I know you're excited, Brown. We got a Texas commit on the show today. I know you're ecstatic.
You know I've been waiting for this time all year, so let's get into it, man.
Yeah, we got the #1 safety in the country, 5-star, BJ Foster. BJ, how's it going, my man?
I'm good. How are you?
Can't complain, man. It's a beautiful Wednesday here up in Cameron Park, California. And, just talk about the start of the season for you guys. You guys have started the year 4-0. You're absolutely killing it in the backfield. Just talk about the 2017 season so far.
This 2017 season, I feel like it could be our best season. We started off strong. We're going to finish strong. We worked real hard in the offseason to get to where we're at now.
Yeah, BJ, now you're the #1 safety in the country, and you haven't been playing much safety this year, if I understand right. I guess, do you like playing offense better? Do you want to be a two-way player in college? How do you feel about that?
This has something to do with just doing what's best for my team right now. And I'm more of a production on offense than I am on defense. So they really put me in more offense this year than defense. And also it's to preserve my leg. I can't go both ways anymore.
What's the mindset like, though? You're the #1 safety in the country. How different does your mindset change, knowing that you're playing running back and you're kind of focused on offense right now?
Just do whatever I can do to help my team out. It don't really matter to me. I'm going to play regardless. I like playing football.
Yeah, BJ, I wanted to ask you about Coach Herman and sort of this class, the second best in the nation right now, recruiting class.
Should be
that he's putting together there at Texas. Can you just talk a little bit about Herman and sort of that new vibe he's bringing to Austin?
Herman, he really a nice guy. He came here and they got a buy into the system. But Coach Todd Orlando is doing great with the defense. Deshaun Elliott is becoming a star on the defense. Chris Boyd and Hollywood will always lead the interceptions and all that.
Yeah, and just talk about the class that you guys have right now in 2018 for Texas, man. You got, Caden Stearns, Brendan Eagles, Jalen Green, DeMarvion Overshown, Avante Woodard. I mean, it goes on and on. Is this the best recruiting class maybe in Texas history?
Yeah, it can be. It can be because we're doing big things right now.
Yeah,
we got more to come.
Yeah.
BJ, can you speak a little bit to Zack just rattled off your guys' class, and a lot of Texas guys staying home. That's sort of been an issue for the Longhorns the past couple of years. Can you just talk about what it means for all you guys to stay in state and go play for the Horns?
We're from Texas, so we can only do come home and win games and win a national championship for our home state. That's what we want to do. That's what we plan on doing, so we're going to do that.
Yeah, and back in July you were competing at, the most prestigious camp there is, the opening. What was that like, kind of testing your skills around some of the other, top players in high school football?
That was pretty fun. That really shows you where you stand at with the game and see what you need to work on. Everybody out there is elite, so you're gonna get exposed sometimes. But you gotta work hard and prepare for the next spot.
All right, BJ. Before we let you get out of here, I gotta ask you about Texas football. We ask all different kids from around the state. California, Florida, Georgia. Who's got the best football in the country? Do you believe that there's no football like Texas football?
Nah, Texas football is like California people come down here and compete in Texas football. We're just too physical for them. We're them country boys, Texas boys.
Hey, I gotta put you on the spot though. You the baddest dude in all of Texas, or what?
Yeah, you know this.
I respect that, man. Hey, we threw you in our top 10 playmakers before the season. You're definitely making us look smart right now. I got to ask you, though, I was reading, man, who's the guy you kind of play like in the NFL? I was reading you like a little bit of Cam Chancellor, but.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Is that who you like to model your game after? I mean, you got Earl Thomas flanking Cam Chancellor, and he's a former Horn.
To be honest, I never really watched defensive positions. My favorite player is Julio Jones.
Nice.
So that's why. Get my dime back.
Hey, so
yeah, if I did,
you're lined up one-on-one with Julio Jones. What happens?
This is how this is gonna work. If I'm right there and it's hitting the ball or something, he's not catching it.
Okay.
I respect that. All right, BJ.
Hey, one last question for you, BJ. Anthony Cook, cornerback over there at Houston Lamar. Is he going to join the revolution?
Yeah, I hope so. He should be. He cutting it real close. He likes Texas a lot.
Okay.
There you go. But you're still the baddest man in the Lone Star State, right?
Yeah.
All right, baby. Thanks for jumping on, BJ.
I appreciate your time, BJ.
No
Good luck this week.
No problem.
That right there was 5-star safety BJ Foster, who's been doing work at running back. Every Saturday or whatever the day after they play, it's like, oh, BJ Foster, 4 touchdowns, 200 yards every single week.
Yeah, crazy how he was just saying, you asked him about playing offense versus defense, and he's like, same frame of mind, man.
He's
just
hungry, man.
Yeah, go out there and play. Go out there and ball. Interesting, too, he talked about his legs and not being able to play both ways anymore.
Yeah, he missed, half the season last year.
Yeah,
battling
ACL
some injuries. And then, he showed how good he can recover, though, because he was making plays up in Oregon at the opening, and he's really, obviously, he's one of the best players in high school football this year.
And I know I asked him about Texas keeping those kids in-house, but that's been a really big issue for Texas teams sort of in general, I mean, including probably A&M and Houston and some of these other schools. I know specifically for the Longhorns, because there's a rich history there, lots of really good kids in Texas headed to Austin. Herman's done a really good job. But he talked a lot about that defensive staff, which is really cool.
Yeah, and you see the new defense there of Texas, Deshaun Elliott, took one back to the house against my Trojans. He also had another interception. He's got 4 INTs so far this year.
Yeah.
These safeties are seeing that like, ooh, let's
go. I know. And a lot of DBs. I mean, you got Stearns, you got Foster.
Him and Caden Stearns together.
In the backfield?
For at least 3 years. If they could play 3 years and go pro. But you're going to see them in the secondary for 3 years. Caden Stearns, an absolute playmaker. BJ Foster. They're going to be just like Earl Thomas and Cam Chancellor, because BJ is that Cam Chancellor type where you come through the middle, you're going to feel it.
So I'm going to ask you a question. We both watched Jabril Peppers in high school.
Yeah.
BJ Foster plays offense right now. Is he, total question, is he that level of athlete, do you think? Not that he's going to play both ways, but could he be that level of athlete?
He's up, athletic, he is for sure. The difference was Jabril was healthy his whole 4 years and won 4 state titles.
Sure.
He might be the only player in Jersey to do that in the largest classification. But BJ Foster, talent-wise, definitely right there with Jabril. But we're gonna come out with these top 10 athletes of the last decade.
I didn't plug that at all. That wasn't wasn't a setup or anything.
There's going to be some green and red peppers on there. Let's just
green and red peppers. I think there might be a former SC guy on there now on the Titans.
Yeah, Dory for sure. There might be a Ram that was a USC Trojan too.
Okay.
Robert Woods.
Okay.
Sarah's going to have a couple. D. Thomas. But we'll get to that. That's going to be dropping on Friday, so make sure and check MaxPreps for that. Let's go to the games of the week, man.
Let's get into it.
Trinity League action begins this week. CB, the Trinity League, there's 6 teams. They've played 30 games this year. You're on the clock. What is the Trinity League's overall record?
They've played
30 games total.
30 games. They're 29-1.
Ooh, 28-2.
Oh.
The 2 losses.
Bosco
to Aquinas to start the year. And the second loss, Santa Margarita lost by 5 to Mission Viejo.
Okay.
A game they were leading at halftime.
Yeah.
But, that youngster Elijah Griffin's like, I got you, boys.
God, that kid's good, man.
Best overall athlete player in California. I've been saying that all year.
Okay.
He's proved me right, I think.
Man, he's a regulator, so.
I love it, dude. Orange G, baby. The game of the week, though, we're going to Ohio. Cincinnati football.
Okay.
LaSalle, number 14, St. X. Who you taking? I'm going St. X. I got him number 14. They're playing well. Chase Wolf, big-time quarterback. Got a couple of stud receivers to get the rock to. I like what they're doing. You got Bobby Jefferson coming off the edge. St. X, man, they're playing well.
Yeah, I'm going to roll with St. X as well, but also for the listeners, if you guys don't know much about Ohio high school football, check it out. Google it, do something. They throw down out there, and there's a lot of really good rivalries. I think this is one of the ones up there.
Hey, let's just say, if you're familiar with Luke Kuechly,
yeah,
he's St. X.
There you go.
They got a lot of not a lot of Luke Kuechlys, but a lot of type of savage guys that are just all around good, tough football players.
And St. X has been playing some really good football this year.
Mm-hmm.
Opposite sort of last year where
they got hot when it mattered.
They did get hot. So, yeah, I'm rolling with St. X.
Yeah. St. X last year, the first ever team to win a Division I state title in all of Ohio with 5 losses.
6 losses. Okay, it was 5. It was 5, yeah.
We got St. X. I mean, hey, LaSalle's good. They have 1 loss this year, and, they beat St. X last year to snap a 6-game winning streak, I believe. So, I got St. X, though. Let's go to the 3 Trinity League games. Orange Lutheran, St. John Bosco. Orange Lutheran, I'm a big fan of Kyle Ford.
Yeah,
he's a top 100 guy in 2019. Absolute playmaker at the wide receiver position. Unfortunately, he's got to go against arguably the best secondary this weekend.
You've been enlightening me on this OLU team. A couple young guys.
I was trying to maybe get Kyle Ford on the podcast this week, but you wanted Texas.
I wanted Texas.
BJ Foster. You got to get BJ Foster on when you can get him. So.
As we talk about every week, you've known me for long enough. I ride with my boys at Bosco.
I don't think you've ever picked against
I don't think I have. And it's not going to be this week either. Quarterback scenario is a little interesting there.
Yeah.
Dish on that real quick.
It's nice when Real Mitchell might be struggling a little bit. Hey, DJ Ugalele, get in the game. He's a top 50 recruit in the 2019 class. You can make a case he's the best quarterback in the 2020 class. He's only a sophomore. They were down by 10 against St. John's. Fourth quarter, 6 minutes left. They brought in DJ. He led them on 2 touchdown drives. They left DC with a big-time road win.
Yeah, and that was a big road win for them, especially trailing late. And just to sort of even dig deeper on the situation there, Real Mitchell isn't just a random starting quarterback.
He's Iowa State commit. He's a 3-star.
Yeah,
he was big time last year, leading them to a state title.
Exactly. So he's an Iowa State guy.
Yeah. I believe Negro's gonna. Obviously he's not gonna switch quarterbacks to start the game, but I think he's gonna go to Real if he's struggling a little bit. It's nice when you got a big time quarterback, on your bench.
Yeah, he's got a sophomore with already offers from Alabama. That's got to be pretty nice.
I like to see the crystal ball right now. It's 100% USC.
Yeah.
So I'm a fan of that.
I don't know. I don't know about that, but
potentially it could be Darnold to JT to DJ. I'm all aboard to that.
Wow.
So.
Wow, that'd be quite the run there.
I'm going Bosco too, man. Jaden Woodby's my guy. This guy is an absolute savage at the safety position, and I think Bosco's defense just a little too much for Orange Lou. So.
Yep. All right, we got your boys next, huh?
I can't say my boys, the people are gonna think I'm biased doing the rankings now, but my boys modern day.
Yeah.
No, listen, man, this team talent wise, they got more talent than anybody. IMG might be right there, but let's be real. Modern day is by far easily the #1 team in high school football right now. You look at them offensively, you got a great offensive line with JT Daniels, Amon St. Brown, Nico Remigio, Brew McCoy.
Yeah.
It goes on and on. Then on defense, they're loaded. Solomon Tuliaupapu, he's battling an ankle injury right now, but I think he'll be ready to go this weekend. I got the Monarchs. I'm taking the Monarchs every week.
One of the most talented rosters I've probably seen.
They played a legit non-league schedule, and they won all those games by an average margin of 35.
Just from a roster standpoint, I think in my time here, this modern day team, last year's Gorman team, and last year's IMG team, some of the most just top to bottom stacked rosters I've ever seen. I'm not picking against modern day until probably next week.
That's right, because they got Bosco next week. So that's important though for Bosco and modern day. They both got 2 outstanding coaches, so they're not going to be overlooking and looking forward to that game.
Yeah.
But that potentially could be something to pay attention to see if modern day and Bosco know they have each other the next week, to see how that plays out this week.
By the way, Brew McCoy, saw it on Twitter. Picked up an offer from.
Don't even say UCLA, Texas, huh?
Texas.
Just get out of here.
Yeah.
Hey, they got enough studs. Share the wealth, baby. All right, the other Trinity League game, you got J. Sarah Catholic and Servite. Both these teams are 5-0. A lot of talent on the field for both these teams. this is a 50-50 game in my opinion. I'm gonna roll Jay Sarah though.
Okay,
we were Jay Sarah.
Okay, and I'm gonna roll with Jay Sarah as well. Home field advantage.
Yeah.
Trinity game. Yeah, gonna roll Jay Sarah on that one.
All right, those are the Trinity League games. The DMV's got a couple of big games. McDonough, they got a quarterback named DeJuan Ellis. He's a Vautech commit, I believe. He's fast.
Okay.
Let's just say that. They're playing St. Francis Academy, and you can make a case they're the most dominant team right now in high school football. Through 5 games, they've scored 190, and they've allowed 15.
They've only allowed 15 points.
So they're giving up a field goal a game pretty much.
Totally threw my pick.
McDonough, though,
okay,
they were leading at halftime against DeMatha. They ended up losing that game. They lost 17-14. But that shows they can hang with the best of the DMV. You know, I got St. Francis 20 in my rankings, and I got DeMatha 19. So I don't know. St. Francis could be better. So I'm taking St. Francis Academy the way they're rolling. They got a middle linebacker named Shane Lee, stud, number 1 inside linebacker in 2020, I believe, maybe 2019 class. But
anytime you tell me a team's given up only 15 points in 5 games,
I
mean, what does that shake out to?
It
a field goal a game?
Yeah, it shakes out to an easy decision for you.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So I'm rolling with St. Francis Academy as well.
DeMatha, Gonzaga, WCAC game. Last 5 between these two have been all decided within 10 points. So usually when these two line up, it's close game. It's at DeMatha, so I'm leaning DeMatha.
Yeah.
But this is a rivalry, so you know how rivalry games play out. You really never know.
Yeah,
but
toss up,
I love DeMatha, man. Their defense is nice. They got Austin Fontaine on the D-line. They got an outstanding offensive line, Tyler Leinhardt at quarterback. So I'm going to go DeMatha.
I'm going to go DeMatha as well. You said it, rivalry game. It's at DeMatha. They're ranked, so I'm going to roll with the ranked team here. No upset for me this week. DeMatha.
Indy. This team, man, they got a chance to compete for that number 1 spot at the end of the year the way they're playing.
Okay.
And we talking Ben Davis.
Okay.
They're playing Lawrence Central this weekend. Reese Taylor, quarterback, he's emerged as one of the favorites to be National Player of the Year this season. He's absolutely killing it. You're not going to find a better name in high school football than their middle linebacker.
Uh-oh.
Sir Zion Dance.
Okay.
He's a savage.
He's making our all-names list. I can guarantee that.
He could be making the All-American team, too.
I might hit him up to see if he has some dance moves.
I'm a fan of that. But I tell you what, Ben Davis, they've ran through every big-time team from Indiana so far this year. Lawrence Central's the next one up. I'm probably picking Ben Davis every week, man.
Okay.
They're the most complete team in all of Indiana, and they're one of the most complete teams in the country.
Yeah, I picked against Ben Davis, I believe, earlier this year.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Didn't go very well.
In that game, they handed Warren Central its worst loss since 2008.
That was the game I picked against them. So.
At least you knew you were going to lose
Way to just really make me look bad there.
That's what I do, baby.
But you know what? It doesn't take me 3 times to learn a lesson.
Yeah,
I learned my lesson. I'm rolling with Ben Davis.
All right, what do we got? We got 3 games left. Let's go to Arizona. You got Chandler and Perry. Chandler, a team that, they battled injuries this year.
Yeah.
Jacob Conover, their quarterback, he's played in pretty much 1.5 games. He got hurt against IMG Academy, hasn't come back since. So
still isn't back.
They're 5-2 though. I think they're just getting ready for the postseason.
Okay.
They got this running back though, Drake Anderson.
Yeah.
He missed his entire junior year, missed his entire sophomore year.
Wow.
And he's come back his senior year. He's rushed for nearly 1,000 yards, and he has 18 total touchdowns. His dad was a stud running back at Northwestern. Damian Anderson played with the Cardinals for a little bit. Little Drake, man, he's going 0 to 100 real quick.
And I'm sure without Conover back there, they're probably leaning on the run game a bit more.
Yeah, Bolger's played well at quarterback.
Okay.
But, definitely leaning on the running game a little bit.
Yeah.
So. I'm going Chandler. Perry's undefeated, though. They're 6-0. But they've played Chandler 5 times over the last 5 years, and they've won none. So
I'm gonna roll with Chandler as well.
I think we have all the same picks this week, huh?
Threw up the numbers from the running
back
so far.
You're smart. You're acting like McKenna now.
Yeah.
Why does she have the second best record in our pick'em?
Because she just picks what you.
She copies me.
Yeah.
She's excited, man. We're gonna do Elite 11 show today. Talk
She's
a little.
pumped.
Yeah, well, she gets to talk about Matt Corral. So.
Yeah.
All right, we got 2 games left. Florida, Deerfield Beach, Aquinas. Aquinas dropped from 3 to 23 after that loss. It was tough. I wasn't sure how far to drop them because they got outplayed, no doubt.
Yeah.
But they were also a team that was playing their second game of the week.
Sure.
And on top of that, they had to travel to the West Coast. I understand it's St. Thomas Aquinas. They're loaded with talent, but that's
2
tough
games
for
in a
anybody.
week. I mean, regardless, 2 games
Especially
in a
one on
week
the
is-
West Coast, too.
2 games in a week. Yes, absolutely. And travel, and we don't probably talk enough about travel with these kids. I mean, these are kids, man.
Yeah.
They're not used to that kind of stuff. They're not in a routine like it is at the next level. But we also, I mean, Aquinas gave up 12 points, and they got.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like they just got blown out.
Yeah, the
I mean,
offense just couldn't convert.
couldn't
third
get it
downs,
going.
Couldn't
Yeah.
convert.
I think Aquinas is still a really good ball club, so I'm going to roll with Aquinas here.
There's a difference here. Deerfield Beach has one of the best defenses in all of Florida. St. Thomas Aquinas has one of the best defenses in all of high school football. Defense steps up. I think they make plays on offense. Elijah Moore is going to make a couple of big plays. I got Aquinas too. Last game, Jersey, DePaul Catholic, St. Peter's Prep. I know my guy Speedwack's going to be tuned into this one.
Oh, yeah. He was a huge St. Peter's guy.
Now,
Go ahead.
Shane Simon, you can put him in the same class as Brandon Wimbush and Mika Fitzpatrick.
Whoa.
I'm just saying, he's the next.
As Jersey's elite.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As St. Peter's Prep's elite, too.
Okay.
I mean, this is a good team, man. They lost one game this year to number 9 Philly Power St. Joseph's Prep.
Yep.
They've won their other 3. DePaul Catholic started the year, lost to Bergen, won 3 in a row. It's going to be a good game, but listen, I had St. Peter's Prep in the top 25 to start the year.
Yeah.
They're working their way back. I got them.
And Jersey's another state that, like,
It's underrated.
quietly has some really, really good football.
Yeah.
We could get into that and go off on all that. I'm sure we'll do a show later where we just run through, like, the best, leagues and all that in the country.
You look at that one league, the Red United League.
Yeah.
You got St. Peter's Prep. You got Bergen Catholic. Paramus Catholic, St. Joseph Regional, and then when Don Bosco Prep's last mentioned, I mean, I understand Greg Toll's not there anymore.
Right,
they're not really the same.
I mean, you can't just write off Don Bosco.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm rolling with St. Peter's Prep.
Wow. So I think we're both going to go 10-0 this week.
Okay.
That's what I think.
I usually try to pick opposite a couple, but I'm falling behind in the rankings.
You got to be smart now.
Yeah.
Let's check the scoreboard real quick. Of course, I'm in first. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm 43-17. That's pretty good.
How many games back am I? Just tell me that.
You're 4 back. You're 39-21, respectively. You're 18 games over 500. Way better than the Giants this year. So.
Yeah, far better than the Giants.
You're tied in last place though with Linden.
Oh.
Yeah, that guy cheats. I'm telling you, he cheats. I caught him switching his picks, and I confronted him about it. He lied. I hope you see this, Linden. I know you're lying.
I got to let Linden hang out in the cellar. I got to get out, so I'm going perfect this week.
Linden, go to your room. McKenna's in second, dude.
Well, when she's been copying your picks all the time, man.
Listen, I respect it, man. She's smart.
I guess, yeah. If you're not cheating, you're not trying, right?
BJ Foster, thanks for jumping on, man. I know my guy right here is still just going to be talking hook 'em all day. So
I do a lot of days, and today isn't going to be any different.
That's all the time we got, baby. That's Chris Brown. I'm Zack Poff here on the CB and Poff Show on MaxPreps.com.